Hi and welcome back. It's been a while ever since I did my last video on things to do with space. So today we are going to check out another video, Journey to the Andromeda Galaxy. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it and then I'll comment as the video goes on.
When we look up on a clear, moonless night, away from any city lights, we can see thousands of stars glistening above us. But these are only a tiny portion of the stars that make up the Milky Way galaxy, our galactic home. Beyond what we can see in the night sky are hundreds of billions of other stars, and beyond the Milky Way are billions of other vast galaxies. That bright smudge of light ahead is our sister galaxy, Andromeda, the closest large galaxy to ours and the most distant thing most of us humans can see with the unaided eye. From Earth, it is around 2.5 million light-years away, an incredibly vast distance. But luckily, by using this simulation, we can travel faster than the speed of light. We can leave our solar system within a blink of an eye. The planet that every single human has ever existed upon is now just a tiny speck. The Sun just another star in a sea of bright dots. To understand the sheer scale of the Milky Way galaxy, however, we need to travel more than 500 light-years vertically, a journey that will allow us to see our galactic home in all its glory.
Vertical, he said to travel vertically. I thought when you are in space, but okay, it might make sense, but I thought there was no sense of like up or down or no, unless okay. I think he gave her on a reference. Okay. I hope you can see the debate I'm having in my head. But anyway, let's continue.
The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy and is around 13.6 billion years old. Large pivoting arms can be seen stretching out across the cosmos, creating a disk shape that spans an area more than 100,000 light-years. It's incredible to think that our star, the Sun, is just one of an uncountable number of stars that make up this galaxy, although it has been estimated to contain between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. As we drift ever further from the Milky Way's bright glare, look into the distance and you will see many mysterious glowing dots.
So the Milky Way, around 100 to 400 billion stars, and I'm curious as to when you go out in when there's no clouds at night. I'm curious as to how many stars you can are present in what you can see in your view. Because if there's, I don't think they are that many, the ones that we can see. Although, as he said, most of them are very distant. But I'm curious as to how many. I think I'll have to search that later.
These are entire galaxies scattered across the observable universe. You may notice that the galaxies are not scattered randomly. Instead, they are grouped in gravitationally bound clusters, interspersed with vast, dark voids, giving the universe a magnificent cobweb-like structure. The observable universe contains at least 100 billion galaxies, but there are possibly trillions, and they come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes. Most of these galaxies
also that's another thing. He said maybe possibly a trillion galaxies, but I understand that all these galaxies have their own stars and planets, so I'd also be curious as to the number of like stars in the observable universe and also the number of planets, because those are bound to be also many.
Extremely far away, however, and can only be seen with powerful telescopes. But there are some that are, cosmically speaking, relatively close to the Milky Way, close enough to be a part of what's called the local group. This group is a vast cluster of more than 30 galaxies, all within a space of around 10 million light-years or so. The Milky Way is just one of 3 large galaxies in the local group, but it's not the largest. That would be the one that we are currently heading towards, the Andromeda Galaxy. The magnificent cosmic structure is named after the area from which it can be seen in the Earth's sky, the Andromeda constellation, which itself is named after the Ethiopian princess who, according to Greek mythology, was saved from certain death by the hero Perseus. Like the Milky Way, Andromeda is a barred spiral galaxy with enormous circling arms containing a wealth of gas, dust, and bright stars. Andromeda is significantly bigger than the Milky Way, however, spanning an area more than 200,000 light-years across. It also contains many more stars, estimated to be around the 1 trillion mark.
What? Wow, that is actually the first time I'm hearing about this. And the Andromeda, is there any planet that we know of in Andromeda? I think I'm so ignorant when it comes to this. You have to excuse me. Because there are so many things I would like to know, like a planet in Andromeda. I actually have not heard of that, but I have heard of stars. But planets, let me know in the comments.
At its center, within that bright bulge hides a mysterious supermassive black hole that is estimated to have a diameter of 516 million miles, which is 830 million kilometers, larger than Jupiter's orbit.
Wow.
It contains enough mass to equal that of 140 million suns. Compared to Sagittarius A star, the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which only contains the same amount of mass as 4 million suns, this supermassive black hole is truly colossal.
And as I said, I have so many questions. So, how does this hold together? How is it not falling apart or imploding or something of the sort? How is it? Because I understand everything has a limit. Because as he said, it's much larger than the black hole in our Milky Way. So, but anyway, as I said, I have very little knowledge about things to do with these kind of things. But I'm always curious. It's just that I don't have a background of in my education. I didn't do anything to do with this physics and such stuff.
However, it's not just individual stars that orbit the center of this enormous galaxy. That bright yellowish object just off to the side is called M110 and is one of many satellite galaxies that are gravitationally bound to Andromeda. These less massive galaxies have their own impressive collection of stars, all of which orbit their own center, but the galaxies and everything in them also orbit Andromeda. Like how the moon orbits the Earth, yet the Earth and the moon orbit the sun. The Andromeda Galaxy is roughly 2.5 million light-years away from the Milky Way, but that won't always be the case, because both are on a collision course that will ultimately alter the structure of each galaxy forever. The galaxies are rushing closer to one another at about 70 miles per second, which is 112 kilometers per second, and it is estimated that the collision will begin in around 4.5.
Then, when these distances are expressed in light years, you might think they are, as he said, they are not so far away, because actually this structure, he said, is the most distant object we can see with the unaided eye. But when he talks about it in terms of speed, of how this galaxy is approaching our own, that's when you notice that this distance must be vast, because traveling at 120 kilometers per second, then it means it covers a lot of distance in 1 year, and yet it will take billions of years to reach the Milky Way. So, as I said, watching these kind of videos, they help you understand some of these concepts.
Billion years from now. While this collision might seem like it could only end in destruction, galaxy mergers often lead to extreme bursts of star formation, leaving the night sky awash with bright, new stars. Although, unfortunately, humans probably won't be around long enough to see this majestic cosmic show play out. Regardless of what we will miss in the future, one thing we can do right now is go outside on a clear night and look up into the sky, find the constellation of Andromeda and marvel at the only thing we can see with the unaided eye that isn't a part of the Milky Way, but that will one day join our galactic home and create a new galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy.
And I wish there at the end, when he was talking about the merger of the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy, I wish he could have shown the animation of how that will happen, because I saw another video which I think what they did with what they showed there was wrong, because there was a lot of violence, but as I understand, there's a lot of huge spaces between the stars in a galaxy. So actually, when they merge, it's not like a collision. It's not like like two vehicles head to head. It will just mean they'll take some time to redo the center of the gravity, so that they can. So it will take some time, but it will not be as violent as some people might think, like one planet hitting another one. I understand it's possible that maybe some stars will collide, maybe some planets will collide, but it will not be as violent as I saw in that other video. I wish I had the link. I would have posted it. So let me know what you think about these. Some of the questions I was talking about, you can help me. We can have a discussion in the comments, and also recommend me other videos like these ones, which have more information and even other things to do with space. I appreciate it. And also remember to subscribe, like, share, and keep watching. Thank you.
Please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more fun videos.